Aloha Ke Akua, Aloha Aina, Malama Pono Amene. So continuing with this, this is where we are right now. Wanting to see if I can fit this inside my normal larger hat. Might have to order up some big ass Stetson or something. But anyway, that's how it is. So I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and make this for like heavy shit, so that if all I have is this, whatever gets thrown at me, I'm going to be okay. And that means that I'm going to do 2 layers of heavy foil, bubble wrap, 2 layers of heavy foil, and then I'm going to do a 3mm plastic garbage bag. I think this is 3mm. And I'll check it. And then I'm going to do actually a triple layer on the outside, just a really nice hard shell at the top. Now, just to go through this, again, copyright. So, yeah, no AI, do not alter this. If you give attribution, you can share it. Okay. And just to review again, this is dielectric physics to combat this new category of weapon that I call EMBs, electromagnetic beam weapons. EMB. Alright. So, yeah, like someone comes to hit you. I learned Kung Fu, so I know how to block a punch, because I didn't once and I got hurt. You know, and then there's like, okay, then they've like kidnapped you or done terroristic threatening or assault, you know, and then that's really for the law. So this whole thing is going to evolve, I'm sure, just as human society inexorably progresses forward, and one day we will all be Buddhas. And no joke. Okay, so I've got a slap here. So what am I going to do? I'm going to work on this. Actually, so what I'm working on is the fold here, and I'm going to need to clip it to scale. And so basically I'm still kind of building up sheet goods. So now what I need to do is, got some wrinkles because I've been kind of just checking it out. It's time for an incident. These are double. So I think this is 3mm, and I need enough length to go all the way around, which I don't have here, so I think what I'm going to do is clean up an edge. I may have to piece it in, actually. So I've got the bump. This is the front, the back bumps a little bit. So, alright. So what I might do is cut an edge for what I know is straight, and then I'm just going to finesse the rest later. So I'm just going to give myself some material to work with. Maybe to there. This one. So right on. Okay, so like this. And as opposed to the sheet goods, I'm wanting to minimize the amount of this tape. I'm trying to keep it all flexy because this is actually a garment, right? Protected. And this is the front, this is the back. So I'm gonna just kind of leave this area later. And again, what I'm finding is good is to kind of, it's interesting, it's like, there's a book called Flatland. There's 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions and how the dimensions work. And basically in this, like in physics, people try to simplify the dimensionality. If you can simplify your problem to a spherical bubble, then in essence you're breaking it down to 1 dimension, the radius. But then the surface of the bubble is 2 dimensions, the bubble itself is 3 dimensions. Here, if I can break my work down and work in 2 dimensions, because everything, like, this is 2 dimensions rolled up. There's a string theory idea about that. Anyway, if I can keep it in 2 dimensions, it's a lot easier to get the work done. Alright, so folding in. Try to keep down the wrinkle factor, because I'm trying to make a nice clean tape layering here for my edge. Get a little bit of extra plastic coming over the lip. That's probably good. It's probably just strengthening. No issues. So again, I'm just making a prototype again. And so the main thing is that I don't mess up the physics. And I have something that's utilitarian. So what I'm doing, I just need to cover up this foil, basically. So a little bit of extra tape just makes it stronger. But I definitely want my insulator. And then when I drop my heavy sheet, I'm going to keep it back just a little bit so that if the edge wears, if this lasts that long, I don't have thermal, electrical contact. Okay, so I think how I'm going to approach this is that I'm going to tack it here and then trim, and then done. I've got my edge done. So yeah, it takes time, but this is about surviving literally existential threat in my odd case. Cut this just like this. So I don't want a lot of extra material, but I am going for overlap. And somehow this had a certain angle to it. I'm not going to worry about the extra material. And I know this is going to move up here, so I'm only going to tack it down just here. And a little bit of, well, I'm going for a clean look, so. I could have more tape coming inside, but I'm choosing not to. Little big bumps. I'm gonna live with that. It's done. Alright, and now a trim. And again, I'm not worried about a little extra plastic on my lip. Slight misalignment there with that slide. Maybe I can make this all in one piece. anchor the base and just wrap it. So what I'm trying to do is keep the tape from sticking to itself. That's the main thing, and then minimizing the wrinkle factor as can. Got a little bit going there in this life. So the balance between getting the job done and it has to be done. I have to get the physics right. Okay, so, alright, it's very easy to cut plastic later, so I'm just going to make sure I have a lot of insulator to work with here. I might even keep it flat. So I'm not sure. This material. It might be useful for something. Alright, so now what I need to do is make foil. And I'm hoping that I could do a quad. Let's see, yeah. Okay, that's the amount I need to wrap. One extra layer of foil is inconsequential, so I think I'm going to do a 4 level. I think I'm just going to go for it. Make this thing hardy. So, I'm going to fold it differently. So you're seeing, yeah, just, this isn't rocket science, but there is a science here. But the lasers from space, that is requiring a rocket science, and that's our time. The misuse of technology to hurt people. So I have used more glue in the past. What I'm trying to do is get I'm going for physics, so I'm looking for a fairly uniform contact in the foil. A little air gap, actually, that is an insulator, so that probably helps with the dielectric. But I'm just choosing to be consistent in my design on some level, because I've already made the discovery of what works. Yeah, what you can find in your kitchen and your kid's school box, basically. The laundry basket. And there's this cutter. chest with a little round up. Get it started. Does not like wrinkles. Nice, clean, straight cut. Good for next time too. Okay, and then I wonder if I have a tool that would make this go well. Something flatter than my This is not cosmetic, it's just function. So I'm approaching the fold from behind it. Wrinkles if I can. Just getting a nice consistent sheet going. Okay, and then I'm going to do another. I got that really pretty good. Okay, so let's see if I can do that again. Yeah, the amount of weight of the one more layer, it's a little bit ambitious, but this is going to be like my everyday outside hat, that's the idea. And I'll just have to figure out what kind of covering I can work with. Often I'm just putting a bandana on top of it, but I like having the shade happen. So let's see. Right now I'm just going for something that's just going to be really useful. Because I would say the prototypes have been very, very successful. So this is just another prototype, another experiment. Again, I'm finding that I'm doing the glue, but taping. So I'm keeping these folds. So I'm going to keep this fold along the edge of the brim that is cylindrical because it holds it all together, right? Because I found that what happens is the foil tends to separate and eventually comes apart, breaks down, it gets wrinkled over and over, on and off, on and off. Alright, so pretty light right now, I'm pretty happy with it. So, alright, so this is the back. Called it about, well, we'll go with the idea that about half of it is kind of moving by now. Alright, so I'm going to make tape to here. And then I'm going to need to scab in a quad piece. Can do. And I'm going for having as much as possible. I may have to peel it back there, but I'll just deal with that. I'm wanting a really good outer protective conducting layer. Okay, so So I've got my front anchored, and now I think I'm just going to let this take its shape. And yeah, I sort of call it wants to just kind of ride up diagonal, which is fine. And then I don't want any more excess material than I strictly need. So basically I'm going to build it up as a cylinder and then chop it. And if there's a slight cone shape at the top, that's good. It'll fit inside hats. See if that works. Okay, so my idea is I'm just going to cut this right here. You can always trim later. Pretty happy. Okay, but before I tack this down, I'm going to want to scatter in a piece. So what have I got? This is double. Okay, I've got a double piece. This double piece has a fold, I think. So I'm going to bring in another fold. I think this is glued, so I'm going to drop in glue. Part of this is just to help with construction. Now, if I were trying to do this sort of next level or production, I think I would use rubber cement. For two reasons. If you do rubber cement and you build it right, and you put like a sheet of paper in between your two layers, then you can position, and then once it tacks down, it's together, and it's going to be flexible, and that's pretty cheap. So I think that's how I might go about that. But right now, this is what I've got. This is what I'm doing. But maybe I'll buy some rubber cement. That is an interesting idea. All right, and trimming. Okay, so I'm going to tuck this in, and it'll fit in there. This is the back, protected. Well, I think I got enough angle. I find it's helpful just to get rid of the trash as I work. So then I can tape this bottom while it's easy to move. And what I see is I've got I might allow some wrinkling. And now I've got a little, so I think I can actually kind of jump the gun. Okay, so I might be needing a scrap. So if I I have a little extra foil, no problem. If I have a gap, then I'm missing coverage. Little piece. Okay, I want to hold it in place. I'm actually going to drop a little piece of packing tape, but I'm not covering aluminum much. That the learning is, yeah, hold it in place. Tape. And I think I'm going to actually do this in 2 pieces. Please come to me, come on when nights are still, come on you can hear the voice of and this is conductive, this is conductive. Okay, so I think I can do it all here with one strip of tape, which I'm going to do. I'm going to try to go cylindrical or slightly cone. Ultimately, that's where I want to be. So this is sort of the outer wrap. So now really thinking about shape is good. That is just not doing very well. Come on, maybe. We'll be together. Alright. Okay, now I've got this. Okay, so for strength, I am definitely going to tape this. So if you notice, I'm kind of just tacking it and then following with like final pressure. I'm definitely going to want to follow that edge with different tape, but we're not done quite yet, because now I need a protective layer. And I think I'm going to stick with microfiber. And I guess maybe these are color coded to help me keep a track. This one's got greens. And again, I have the front and the back, so I'm going to make myself a double piece. I think they're basically the same. So I'm looking for two nice straight edges. I think these things are mass produced, so they're not worried about building satellites or something. So. And there's a little like irregularity at the top. I'm not worried about that because that's probably getting chopped anyway. I'm also not worried about trying to make this all perfect in one piece, because I'm going to be taping the edge almost for sure anyway. So tacking, pressure. Tape didn't get completely centered, not worried. Okay, but this is my business end. So this is just for strength. A practical garment made out of tape. The liners I am stitching so they can go through laundry. But this is the outer layer. By the time this gets all moldy, the whole thing's probably peel out, so no worries. Alright, and now, again, I'm thinking front. Well, since this is slightly more centered, this will be the outside. That means this goes down. And then see how we do it. We might be needing more. So I'm just working the front. If I do this perfectly, then maybe this is my outer layer. So I'm going to try to do it nicely. Alright, I have this other issue, right? I've got my back limb, so I'm going to have to deal with that. This is the outer layer. So I think what I'm going to do is let there be kind of this cool V shape. showing. And here's where some cutting is going to have to happen. Okay, so just for my reference, I have like a little bit of show here. Not much. Alright, so basically I can cut my width down. It opens. Alright, so there's going to be a little bit of extra material here. No worries. I don't know, I think I'm just going to keep it just a simple vertical. It's a lot easier to keep it two-dimensional. So this scissor has a little bit of serration in it. Makes it a really nice utilitarian scissor. This is going to be sticking out a bit. So I'm going to place this and then trim it. So basically a little extra tape here and there, just for strength, is not really a problem. Finding strength is what I want. The inner layer, I want to be able to pull it out to dry. I have to remember that. That was a discovery. Like, second, I rebuilt the whole damn thing and then I took it apart again so that I could do that. And that's really helpful. Because, yeah, I'm in subtropical here. And you wear a bunch of tinfoil on your head, it is an insulator. A heat, thermal insulator. Bubble wrap and foil. So it'd be really great in Alaska in the winter. In fact, was it? I don't remember. I almost remember that being nifty somewhere. Maybe it was just on a cold day here. Anyway, okay, so this is tacked down, and now I've got kind of an aesthetic scenario here that I actually don't know how this is going to go. Alright, I'll have to bring the other one out and look at it. Let's finish the edge and see where it goes. So I'm just going to trim. Here I'm going to go ahead and attempting to actually just fold it in. I'm going to leave myself like just under a centimeter of overlap so that the cloth overlapping actually adds to the strength. This in 2 pieces. bit on the inside. So this pulling up just to get it, let this mechanical feature, this overlap, actually do something. Okay, so I'm pretty happy on the whole. I can always add tape later. This is the front. This is the back. Label the back. Drop a B in there. Okay, and so do a fit test. That's pretty snug, but it's good. And then what I need to do is be really determined that I'm going to be able to pull this down around my entire brain. So this is going to drop low, and I also want it to come over the back. So that's one reason why this is like that. Okay. Aloha Ke Akua, Aloha Aina, Malama Pono, Amene. So once again, this is continuation of a build. And yeah, I've got two channels, A and B. And yeah, there will be another install.